Today, I'll be talking about breaking the circle of debt, breaking the circle of debt, because this topic is very important because a lot of people actually believe that poverty is actually generational and it can be transferred from one generation to the other. But this topic will put in a very good position to understand that poverty is not generational. Like I could remember when we were in school in those days that our lecturer was teaching us, we were talking about poverty tree in political science. Our lecturer was telling us that poverty can actually be generational or can be passed from one generation to the other. A lot of us were actually very surprised when he was saying all these things at the time because we never had the notion or the idea or the foundation or the knowledge about what he was actually trying to talk in total in a deeper sense of what of a meaning. So welcome to another segment of intellectual brainstorming and academic excellence. My name is David Oni and my YouTube channel is What is David Oni. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now because this topic, this video, this lecture are actually what is building a lot of people in a society and is creating millionaires at the end of the day. And so far so good. I've been able to encourage people, and I have some people now today they are actually investing their money. You can also be part of this success story if you are watching my video. So we can break the circle of what of debt. So most people assume that poverty is generational and can be passed from one generation to another. That poverty is what is generational, and there's if nothing concrete is actually done about it, then there's actually nothing that you can do about it. And you have to begin to develop the mindset that poverty is what is actually generational. So you need to demystify that belief. You need to demystify that concept or idea that poverty is actually generational. Poverty is not a generational. That is it. Now, also people assume that being broke without money in the pocket is also generational. It is not generational. You can live with money in your pocket every day. If you actually watch my topic my video from the beginning to the end. So this concept or idea that poverty is generational or that you can live without money in your pocket is what is a wrong conception, is a wrong conception or misconception about the notion about money. So a lot of people today they live in debt because that is what they have actually been made to understand or to believe, that poverty is generational and you can live without money in your pocket. Now the reason why people are broke today and it seems that poverty is generational is because they actually pass that information from their parents to their children and from the children to another children. So it becomes something like a generational. So the reason why people are broke and it seems as if poverty is generational or money or being broke is generational is because they grow up seeing their parents without money in their pocket. So they hear them say that they cannot afford a lot of things or basic things of life for them because there is no money in their pocket. So they grow up to become with that concept or idea that they can actually live their life without money in their pocket, or they can actually live in what we call a debt. As a result of this, the children actually grow up with this mindset of being broke or being poor. Can you see? Because the parent actually, pass this information or will pass this information, knowledge or idea that I'm sorry, I cannot be able to afford these things for you. And because why? I don't have money in my pocket, or because I'm poor. So the children grew up with this mindset that since my parents are poor, there's every possibility that I can also be poor as well. You can see that negative misconception, negative information, negative idea that can be passed from one generation to another because of lack of knowledge. So they pass this financial misinformation and miseducation to their children, and they become part and parcel. They become a pattern from one generation to another. So we must break the circle of being broke. We must break the circle of being indebted. We must change the way we think about money. So for you to actually break that notion or that misconception about debt and being broke, you must change the way you think about money. So today also another problem is that a lot of people today, they make a lot of money, but unfortunately they do not know what to do with the money. They don't know what to do with the money. You can see that problem. So they spend more money and end up in what we call big financial mess. To become wealthy and break out of the circle of debt, you need to, number one, know one thing. The first thing you need to know is that money is actually a tool. You understand now? money does not have any emotion. Do you understand now? So a lot of people believe that what that money is bad, money is evil, money is a taboo. You don't need money because if you have money, you will not go to the kingdom of God. I mean, you will not go to heaven. That conception or that idea is what is actually a bad one. So money is a tool. It is not good or it is not bad. So it actually amplifies who we are in the society. So it helps you to do a lot of things that are actually needed. For example, you use money to buy. I use money to buy this glass. I use money to buy my this clothes I'm wearing. I use money to buy my phone. I use money to buy my camera. I use money to do a lot of things. So I need money, on daily basis in my life. So money is essential. Money is good. Money is what is life because it actually amplifies or define who we actually are in the society because we need money to do a lot of things. So money is not a what? It's not evil. It is not bad. It's not a taboo. So it is just a tool that is just a paper. Do you understand now? And it doesn't have what we call emotion. It is just a paper and it doesn't have any emotion. So that taboo, I mean that concept or that idea or that knowledge that what that money is evil is actually very, very wrong. So money is a tool that you must use very well in a very positive way to be able to create wealth for yourself. Number two is what I call money is what is abundant. Money is actually abundant. There's money all over the world. Do you understand? Now, for you to be able to make money, what you need to do is to think properly on what you can actually do to create what money for yourself. You understand now? And that's what we're talking about ideas because ideas actually what rules the world. All you need to do is to look at your environment where you are staying or where you are living, where they have one problem or the other, and create a solution to that problem. By creating a solution to that problem, you are going to create what we call income for yourself. So money is abundant everywhere. Just like an Indian man that told me some time ago that that there's gold on the streets of Nigeria, all over Nigeria, there is gold. But unfortunately, a lot of us in Nigeria cannot see this gold, but foreigners are coming here to see the golds, and they are picking the golds on the street, and that's why today most of them are making money at the expense of the indigenous of the country because the indigenous cannot even think properly. They don't have a thinking room. They don't have an idea. They cannot multiply one into 1 million or 100. They're always they are always docile. They are not pragmatic. They are not innovative. They are not inventive. They are not intelligent. They are not creative at all, and that's why the foreigners are always taking advantage in a country like Nigeria, creating wealth for themselves, and the Indians end up in poverty and debt and being broke all the time. So you must look for what is a problem in society and create a solution for that problem. When you create a solution, you are creating wealth for yourself. So there's opportunities all over the world. There's opportunities in our environment, and when you find that opportunity, you create money for yourself. And when you create money for yourself, you create wealth for yourself. Number three is that you must believe that you are going to be wealthy. Yes, a lot of people will tell you that my parents are poor, so they give a lot of excuses that because my parents are poor, that's why I'm poor, that's why I cannot go to school, that is why the age is not on my side. What can I do at that age? I'm not 50, I'm 60, and because of that, I'm too old, I'm doing this, I'm not, that is an excuse of a lazy man. So you must believe that you are going to be wealthy. You must have that mindset. So you must believe in yourself and take action. Don't expect a miracle to happen while you are in a single place doing nothing and you are expecting a miracle or a manna to fall from heaven. So you must believe in yourself and take action. You must change the way you think. You must change your mindset. Avoid what I call self-sabotaging way of thinking. Self-sabotaging way of thinking. A lot of us, we write down ourselves, we run down ourselves, we don't even believe in ourselves. So we think negatively about ourselves. You understand now? Because of that, we cannot see the tree for the back of the tree. So you can succeed when you stop being your own roadblock. A lot of us are our own roadblocks. Well, so for you to be able to succeed, you can succeed when you stop being your own roadblock. So you must invest in your own financial education and self development because the opportunities are all over. You must also change what you do with your money. To change what you do with your money means that you have to change your mindset. Now, for you to change your mindset, you need some cardinal important factors. Number one, you must save some money. So This entails that you must protect yourself, in a period of emergency in case anything actually happens. So you must cut down on some certain expenses to achieve this. So this will help you to avoid financial, danger zone. You must avoid debt and work more. So what we're saying here is that for you to actually, escape the circle of debt, number one, you must also develop what we call saving money habits or saving money for emergency. A lot of us, when we take our salary and we take money at the end of the day, we end up blowing everything as if there's no tomorrow. There is always tomorrow, so you must prepare for tomorrow. You understand now? When you earn that money is not meant to be spent just like that. You must create room for saving. You must create room for investment. You must create room for spending. Spending the money that you use on daily basis. Investment is one that you keep for the future, and your savings is for the emergency. So you must be able to have something in your bank account for emergency. If you don't have anything in your bank account for emergency, then it is not possible for you to break off from the circle of debt or poverty or being impoverished. You understand now? So you need to have some savings. It depends on how much you actually have. For example, you can have up to 1 million as your savings in your account in a bank, so that in case anything like emergency happens, maybe you lose your job or you have an accident or you need to repair your car or you need to pay your students school fees and the rest of them, you can always take money from that savings, which is for emergency. A lot of us, even in December, when Christmas is coming, you take those bonuses, you take your leave money and all those things, and you spend everything, forgetting that in January you're going to pay your student school fees. In January you're going to pay your house rent. In January you're going to do a lot of things. Now, if you don't start that January well in a year, there's every possibility that you might end up not even achieving anything at the end of the day, because that's the first impression you have given at the early stage of the year. So you must save some money for emergency. Number two, you must pay off your what I call your debt. You must pay off all your debt paying those things that are actually taking money away from you. So you must pay off your interest paying debt, such as what payday loan. That payday loan is that you collect the money today now. Once they pay you at the end of the month, you must pay all the money back with an interest. So you must avoid what we call payday loan. You must avoid what we call credit card debt. You must avoid what we call loans. You must avoid what we call mortgage loans. You must avoid a lot of them, buy now and pay later. So you must pay them, if at all you have taken any one of them, you must pay them back aggressive. That is, you must be quicker in paying them out and avoid default for yourself. So debt skin us alive and makes other people rich. When you take money like pay the loan, when you take credit card debt, when you take loans, mortgage loans, when you do what we call buy now and pay later, you are actually making other people rich and making yourself more indebted. So 2024, avoid making other people rich when you buy all those things. When you buy Gucci, when you buy Champion, when you buy those designer clothes, designer shoes and the rest of them, you are making other people rich because you are creating wealth for them while you are indebting yourself at the end of the day. So you need to invest in yourself. Take classes, read books, listen to podcasts, and invest in your financial education in order to break off from the circle of debt, because this is 2024. So avoid financial bleeding by giving your money to other people. When I say giving your money to other people, is that we are making other people rich. Avoid making other people rich. This is 2024. Do all this, and I believe that at the end of the day, you can actually break off from the circle of debt, which people believe that is actually generational. It is not generational, and that number one, money is not generational. I mean, it's not poverty is not generational. Poverty is not. I mean, money is not a taboo. Money is not evil. Money is good because what? You need money, and money amplifies who you actually are. So that conception, that belief that poverty is generational, being broke is what generational, is actually very, very wrong, because this is notion that most of us actually grew up with when we were living with our parents, and because that has now become a pattern in our lives, that does not become our mindset that poverty can be generational and can be transferred from the children to the from the parents to the children. This notion is actually very, very wrong. So save some money, pay off your debt, and prepare for tomorrow. And don't forget, very important, do what we call a financial education. Invest in your financial education. On this note, I'm going to end the topic on breaking the circle of debt. I hope you have actually gained something today. So if you have actually gained something, please subscribe to our channel now. And subscribe and leave your comment on how to serve you better. And don't forget to share our videos to the outside the world. Thank you so much for returning subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now. I'm talking to you, subscribe now, because this topic is actually helping us. It's actually helping me and it's helping a lot of people. Most of my subscribers now are actually are investing their money. I've linked them with a lot of financial, my financial portfolio managers, and a lot of people are actually blessing me for what I've actually done in their life because their life is turning for the better. You can also be part of that success stream when you do the right thing. So poverty is not generational. It cannot be transferred from the parent to the children. All you need is what is financial education. What you need is what is saving some money. What you need is what is paying off your debt and some other factor, which I've actually explained in this topic. On this note, I will end the topic on breaking the circle of debt. Till we see you next time. Thank you and God bless you. Bye bye.